Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to main event. And what are two matches we got here? These are the shows. This is big, man. As we are on the go home shows before the Elimination Chamber comes up and goes. And this is one of SmackDown's talents that I've been interested to see how he will adapt to his SmackDown region now, how he will do here on SmackDown by himself. The dancing man of Fandango's been very quiet since he's made his call up from NXT. Former NXT champion and tag team champions of NXT. Pretty sure he looks eventually to one day add some gold here on the top level, but Fandango hoping to do it. But tonight he's got himself quite the tough challenge, and the veteran R-Truth. Can Fandango defeat R-Truth, or will R-Truth tell him what's up and show him what's really the truth? As Fandango against R-Truth will be our opening contest here on main event, and our main event tonight on main event, that is right, it will be quite the battle. It will be the main event debut of SmackDown's NXT prospect Apollo Crews against a man he's very well known against. He's already fought him a couple times on NXT, Jack Swagger. Swagger and Apollo Crews will be the main event tonight here on main event, and we'll see what this leads for Apollo Crews, or Jack Swagger like, hey, I'm just calling him up so I can make him look bad. You know what time it is? Let's crank it up. Crank it up. Let's crank it up. Let's go. People over there, what's up? If you feel me, say what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can with this, because this is where it's at. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Come in, new competition. You're like your favorite magician. The feels come off. Oh, he's being simple. Saying like a pimple. Pain. Young brothers to step foot in this game. That hasn't even started yet. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? The real question is, what's up, R-Truth? Where are you at, R-Truth? We've been waiting for years for you to show up, and will you show up now? You're here on SmackDown. He's here on main event, but he is part of the SmackDown roster, and we're waiting to see if R-Truth will finally show up, and we will finally see the true brilliance of R-Truth, the Truth killing. We'll see if we finally see that, but right now, he's got himself a one-on-one matchup with Fandango, and this is not going to be easy for him to get into this ring with Fandango. Fandango's one tough son of a... Ooh, look at R-Truth. R-Truth's telling Fandango, like, hey, you're a former champion. You're from everywhere you've been. You've been from NXT, and you were a former champion. I'm from other places, and I was a champion there. And look at Truth. Truth telling him, well, look at that. He's like, that's how you're. And Fandango's like, please, take your dancing somewhere else. And R-Truth's like, what's up? And Truth now getting challenged. They're just throwing hips at each other. And here we go, back at it again. This is what I like to see. This is the type of stuff right here. A little bit of fun before the matchup. These two guys need to figure out their careers and where they're going to go. And Fandango and R-Truth locking horns. Both guys, R-Truth and Fandango. Fandango trying to get on the better favor with the fans. He came out once on main event and cut a promo about how he was looking to change his heart, looking to be much better for the fans, and hopefully they enjoy the show with him now being on their side. As Fandango, look at this, working on the back of Fandango. But the question is, how long will Fandango's ego allow him to do something like that, to be loyal to the fans? Turn around right there by Fandango. Fandango's like, I got your Truth. R-Truth now switching it up right here. R-Truth telling Fandango, there we go, switching it around right there. And Truth needs to figure out where he's going to go right here, because look at Fandango. Oh, Fandango's like, well, Truth thinks he can get out of this right here, and Truth says, let's get out of it. And Fandango, that's the best you got? And Truth's like, yeah, this is the best I got. As here we go, Truth and Fandango locking horns again. Now here it goes, Fandango, countered by Truth. And now countered by Fandango. Fandango and R-Truth making counters. That's the way it is, baby. That's the way it is. Ooh, dodging that one right there. Jumping over that. Fandango. Wait, counter? No, neck breaker by Fandango. And Fandango's like, hey, you people like it? Y'all like to see this face do what it does? And Fandango with a big chop. Another big chop. Fandango working on the cornered R-Truth. R-Truth in the corner. Fandango coming in for that DDT. This could be big. DDT, corner DDT. Fandango dropping Truth. Pinfall right here. R-Truth needs to figure out where he's at. And R-Truth able to kick out right there. As we are coming to you live from East Lansing, Michigan. Here on Main Event here in SmackDown Live tonight, man. The last SmackDown Live before the Elimination Chamber, as SmackDown's pay-per-view will be coming to you live soon. And Elimination Chamber will finally figure out who the first ever champion will be, and whoever will be the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion and SmackDown Tag Champions. We'll figure that all out at the Elimination Chamber. But before that, we gotta get through SmackDown Live, which is going to be a big bad show tonight. And oh, baby, Fandango's like, I'll switch it up. And Fandango's smacking the head of R-Trizzle. R-Trizzle needs to figure out where he's at. Drop kick, missed that one. And that's Truth, like, punch. And R-Truth's like, I got to punch. He's like, I got the fans behind me, too. Oh, Truth just doing a little bit of dancing. That's what R-Truth can do. R-Truth can out-dance you any day of the week, man. This young brother can do it, man. And Fandango in trouble. Fandango now takes control of the match now. On the down, R-Truth down on the ground right here, trying to find something, and R-Truth getting stomped on right here. Neck breaker by Fandango. Fandango, smart guy right here. Do what he has to do right here. Let's try to take advantage of the situation, and a kick out right there by R-Truth. Fandango and Truth going back and forth, man. Back and forth. Went for the big chop. It didn't work out right there. There's a big time punch by Fandango. Fandango's like, I got you, Mr. Truth. You think you'd be cool? Truth says, I'll switch it around. And you bam, R-Trizzle says, I got something for you. I got something for you, brother. And a kick out right there by Fandango. R-Truth trying to figure out where he's at. But here comes the big chop from Fandango. Countered by Truth. As here comes R-Truth. R-Trizzle. Trizzle comes in. Look at R-Truth with his spinning corkscrew right there. Neck breaker. Counter by Fandango. Fandango with the counter. Fandango turns this around and watches. Oh, this ballroom leg sweep is what he likes to call it. And now he's looking to close it out right here with the. Oh, that's a long leg drop, Fandango. I don't know if you'll hit this. Look at the distance. And he got Truth. That was a long leg drop, and for Fandango to hit that one, that's a big one. And Fandango has, oh no, Truth kicks out. R-Truth says, nah, buddy. Truth's like, nah, you're gonna have to do a lot more than that to beat me down, man. Truth with Truth, the consequences, baby. R-Truth says, that's it. This post play, he's done. Post play is done. Post play is done, and Truth walking out of here with the win against Fandango. And this is the part where we crank it up. And people over there, what's up? If you feel me, time to stand up and say, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, even in a competition. I don't know where else I'm going with this, but it's like your favorite magician. R-Truth picks up a big win, and Fandango right now thinking to himself, holy crap. You know, Truth wants to unleash the truth of consequences. He wants to let everybody know that SmackDown's a new opportunity for him, and hopefully he's able to make the most of it and get to where he wants to be, and that's maybe a championship holder. R-Truth might be looking for championship gold, and he screams to the fans, what's up, baby? And you're going to have to do the most of it, and Truth understands main event, you know, might not be SmackDown, but it's a good way to build up that momentum, and Truth knows all about superstars, main event kind of shows. That's where he's been, and he's been successful in those shows. R-Truth with the win. But ladies and gentlemen, up next, it's our main event. It is NXT superstar Apollo Crews, SmackDown prospect, against the former world champion and the All-American Jack Swagger. Sting in the background, just walking. Don't turn your back on the Wolf Pack. You might end up in a body bag. Swagger and Apollo Crews. I can't wait to see, you know, if Jack Swagger has learned anything from his last battle with Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews wiped the floor with him on that one. So we'll see if Swagger has learned anything from it. Swagger says, hey, SmackDown, this is his SmackDown brand. He's not gonna let some guy come in and just take over. Swagger says he's a guy who wants to be a main event spotlight guy on SmackDown. He says he could do it. He says he has the opportunity. He's been in the main event before. Why not? So last year he was in a big battle. He's in the battle last year for the World Championship at WrestleMania alongside his former friends and Drew McIntyre, Juan, and Shelton Benjamin. One of those guys that's still around. And Jack's like, well, I'm going to still be around. But here we go. Apollo Crews against Jack Swagger here on Main Event. Crews making a little bit of a debut here. And this is the main event of Main Event right here. If you are just joining us, you have missed out on R-Truth against Fandango. R-Truth with a big win right there and a solid matchup between the two. And now here we go from East Lansing, Michigan. That's right, ignore that top sign. That's wrong. NXT prospect Apollo Crews getting a taste of the main roster tonight. This is the beauty of main events and superstars. You never know what you're going to get. You might get an NXT star make their debut right here, make their big spotlight, just get a taste of the main event roster and see where they're at against the rest of the main roster and see where they're tipping, what scale they're on, and see how long they have to evaluate their time on NXT. Again, that's the beauty of main event. You just never know where. And Apollo Crews coming out here like, hey, I've been running the show on NXT. Maybe I'm not an NXT champion yet, but when I speak, people listen. When I get in that ring, people listen, people watch. And Apollo Crews had a hell of a match with Cody Rhodes at NXT TakeOver London. And if you didn't watch Monday Night Raw, you missed, well, you didn't technically miss it, but Cody Rhodes is back. No longer Stardust. Cody Rhodes says he is going to WrestleMania to fight his brother Goldust. And the loser leaves the WWE Forever match. That's right, forever. So Apollo Crews got Cody Rhodes out of Stardust, man. And here we go. But here comes a man who has aspirations to be at WrestleMania. A man that last year main evented WrestleMania, had a main event matchup for the world title against We the People on Jack Swagger's release into WrestleMania weekend. The question is, where will Jack Swagger be this WrestleMania? He seemed to really fall off the map and has not, he's just here hanging around. He hasn't had much of it. He's had title chances at getting the Intercontinental Championship gold. Don't get me wrong. He got a chance to become a world champion too, but he lost his match against Chris Jericho and Jericho beat him. So, again, the chances have been there for Swagger. He just hasn't been able to take it. And I believe someone backstage wants to see this man shine, but he just can't take the right opportunity. He can't pick up wins. But Swagger here on Main Event, hoping that Apollo Crews did not do what he did to him a couple months ago. And that's embarrass him. Embarrass the boy. And Apollo Crews like, this guy's good. Crews like, you and me, we know each other pretty well, man. I beat you before and I'll do it again. And Swagger like, this is the face of beauty. And I'm going to toss you out there. We the People, and that's good. That's fine. You want to go with We the People right here. Swagger and Apollo Crews locking horn, but look at Swagger, the bigger guy between the two. But Apollo Crews is going to show him, hey, that tall, you being tall doesn't matter at all. I can be much quicker and much faster and much stronger than you. And that's the beauty of Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews' physique is just crazy, man. The guy does so much, man. The guy goes crazy. The man works to make sure he can perfect the image that he wants, perfect what he wants, perfect his game. Look at this. Look at Apollo Crews right there. Speed, power, and agility, pretty much all the same qualities, just in Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews has this right here. Fans here in East Lansing, Michigan, appreciate themselves from Apollo Crews. Apollo coming with a clothesline, waiting for Swagger to get out of it. And right here, Crews like, let's go. Crews like, this is strength off, but Swagger says, well, that's not smart, though. Swagger, the former college wrestler, man, college amateur wrestler. The man knows some skills right there. And here comes Apollo Crews dropping bombs, dropping haymakers. Apollo Crews like, I could drop anything I need to do. And Swagger says, well, I'll just toss this around. And Apollo says, well, I'll do this right, man. Crews, wait a second, hook the DDT. There you go, DDT by Crews. Apollo Crews telling Jack Swagger, you're supposed to be one of those guys. You're a former world champion. But look at Swagger now showing him why he's a former world champion. They would always get us any situation right here. Swagger. Oh, but Crews again showing you how good he is. Crews is like, well, that's pretty good for me right there. Crews is like, I can do whatever I feel like I need to do. And look at Apollo Crews Back to showing you that athletic ability of his. Just jumps all the way in the air to drop an elbow, man. Apollo Crews makes the simplest things look hard, man. I'm just kidding. That's not bad. Makes the hardest thing look simple. That's where I was going for. I am not the brightest bulb in the bright. And okay, Apollo Crews. Apollo's telling Swagger like, come on, man. He's like, this is really what you're gonna bring to me? Oh, suplex right there. Northern Light suplex, going for the pinfall, going for the possible win, and a kick out right there. And Jack Swagger better watch himself. Clothesline, no, that seemed like a desperation type of clothesline. He knew he was coming to the end of the match. If he knew he was about to get beat by Apollo Crews, and Swagger like, well, this is my time to change up everything. And look at this, working on the leg right here. Switches it up right here now. Jack Swagger's like, I'm switching it up. I'm not going to let you beat me. Now Crews better watch himself. It looks like Swagger might be working on the leg right here. Might be looking on the opportunity to beat him and break him. Back to the leg again. Swagger's like, this leg, it needs to be broken. It needs to be beaten down. It needs to be worked on. It needs me to beat the crap out of it. And yes, I'm about to look at the comments, good sir. I have not got my phone with me. I'll check the comments right now. Swagger back at it again. Swagger slowly rolling over with Jack Swagger. Swagger and Apollo Crews rolling over. And they're just rolling over, and this is where Swagger wants to be. Swagger with a drop kick, something you don't really see much from Jack Swagger, dropping bombs like a drop kick, man. Back at him again. Just back at it, working again. Hello, Jake. What up? Back to the leg again, working on the leg again, just letting it be known that this is the leg he wants to hurt. But look at Apollo. Apollo's like, nope. Apollo's like, you better watch out, man, because I'm going to beat the crap out of you. And here comes Swagger's like, Swagger with a shot right there. And Swagger back to the leg again. Swagger's like, it'd be a shame if you can't walk around with your legs anymore, Apollo. He's like, it'd really be a damn shame, man. Apollo Crews better watch himself, like the leg again. The leg of Apollo Crews. That's what Swagger's goal is right now. Swagger wants to hurt him, but look at Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews like, nah. Apollo Crews like, nah, watch this. Apollo says my leg might be a little bit hurt, but I can still pull it off. Apollo Crews hoping for the big win with that surprise move. A surprise move for the win, and a kick out by Jack Swagger with a kick out. But now here comes Crews. Oh, here comes Swagger. Swagger's got him in the corner right there. Now what's going to happen here? Jack, look at this. Jack going for the snake eyes. Wait a second. He's, oh no, just running his body right there. And Swagger is telling Apollo Crews, I like to see what you do out of this, or get out of this one. And a kick out by Apollo Crews. Crews says, hey, I'm not giving these Michigan fans a disappointment. I'm going to give them something they deserve, man. Apollo Crews, though. Apollo Crews, like, I got something for you. And Apollo Crews, like, I got something for you here, main event crowd. Tossing Swagger out. Wait, what's Crews doing? Oh, Crews like, hey, if it's a main event roster sighting you get to see, I guess I might as well turn it off. Oh, look at Apollo Crews. Apollo takes flight. Apollo 13, Apollo 14, Apollo 15, Apollo 6. I don't care what you want to call him. Apollo just shows you what he's got, bro. Apollo Crews telling Jack Swagger, like, have you ever done anything like that? Nah. The All-American in trouble. Here comes the pinfall. Apollo Crews like, I got this. And a kick out by Swagger again. Uh-oh, Swagger gets out of that one. Swagger drops a bomb. Swagger drops a bomb. Swagger's gonna drop a Swagger bomb. Swagger bomb, and that's it. Swagger bomb. Jack Swagger's like, that's a win for me. 1, 2. And a kick out by Apollo Crews. And Swagger's like, you should have what? He's like, that was it. Like, I was milliseconds away. And Apollo Crews, big time clothesline. Oh, kick up, and Apollo Crews telling Jack Swagger, like, hey, clothesline. Apollo Crews, another clothesline. Look at Apollo waiting for him. Big Crews splash. And now Apollo dodging that one. Apollo, look at that clothesline by Apollo Crews. Well, Apollo Crews is just showing off now. Apollo Crews says, let's end this. Apollo Crews like, let's end this. Apollo Crews looking to end Jack Swagger. Swagger just finding out how he's going to pick himself up here. All right, Swagger Oh, look at Apollo. I love what he does. Look at the power of Apollo Crews. He does. Throws the man in air, mid-air, and catches him. Apollo bomb. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Apollo Nation, baby. Swagger and Apollo Crews blowing the roof off to start off this, to end main event right here. Look at this. But Swagger was very adamant. Swagger was working. He had a game plan. Game plan was work on the legs of Apollo Crews, and maybe that way I can beat him. Maybe that way I can destroy him. But look at Apollo Crews. Started taking flight, started doing anything he could to do it. The win right here. Try to get the win right there with a 2 count. And then right here, Apollo bomb. That's what I'm calling it. Yeah, that's right. And Crews Nation, Apollo Nation, it's going out down, maybe. It's going down. Apollo Nation repping Apollo Crews very well tonight. And Apollo Crews hoping that he can soon see his debut up to the main event roster. Not just main event, but to the SmackDown Live roster where he will belong to. Apollo Crews. Can't wait to see him on SmackDown Live. Is he part of the SmackDown? He is part of the SmackDown roster. Who's trying to tell me he's not part of the SmackDown roster? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching main event, and I will see you guys hopefully soon, probably tomorrow or probably later on the night, not like tonight but tomorrow, you know, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, to do SmackDown Live, because I don't have enough time to do SmackDown Live correctly. So anyways, hope you enjoyed main event. I will see you guys when I see you guys. Hopefully you guys have a good day. I have to work today, so that's why I can't shoot anything for you guys. But hopefully you guys have a good day. Enjoy, and I'll see you later. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Adios.